On my thing. I can't answer. Okay, can you hear me now? I can't. I'll just see us calling. Thank you, Daniel. I got it now. I got it now. I've turned it on. Thanks a lot. Bye.
That's teamwork, huh?
That's teamwork. So I'm hoping you can hear me now. If you can hear me now, I take away the biggest part of me. No sound, no sound, no sound. Well, I've said everybody's name. Waiting for your face to change when you realise no sound. Oh, I love it. I love it. Turn your sound on. Turn your sound on. No sound, no sound. Chittering away though we don't know what you say. I'm usually saying a load of rubbish at the beginning anyway, just to make sure people come online. Speak up, Tim. No sound. I'm going to go all the way down now to see if we are. That's much better than say, yay. Okay. Thank you, Daniel, for calling me and telling me. You know, I've got the thing here and it says monitoring, but it was dead and anyway. So that's another thing. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Balcony Banter for this Wednesday. I'll do my jokes again, shall I? I've got my red shirt on today for Trump. No, that's a joke. It's for Manchester United. That's another joke. I'm not a football fan. That's not nothing against Manchester United. But no good. Okay, so we start again today. Today we got 3 things for you. Today we got the COVID update, we got the weather update. Oh, I've got a little bit of a drive around for you that's going live after this. So I've already scheduled it. So we're going to be finished by. I think it's already live. I think I did 6 o'clock instead of 7 o'clock. Okay, so you got another one to look at anyway. It's not a premiere though. And the balcony banter today is how to deal with criticism. And so I actually did no sound on purpose so you'd all criticise me. Good segue, good segue. John Kerr, thank you very, very much for the donation there. Thank you very, very much. There we go. Everybody's saying, okay, scared me. Put full you. So who put for Sharon Sims put full volume on because she thought, where's it? And then all of a coming, hello, balcony banter. Let me just turn the girls around so you can see the girls there here as well. They're laughing their heads off. There you go, girls. Give us a wave.
Hi, everyone.
Okay, so I'm going to leave you like this for a while, and you can hear them too. Sound check, please, girls.
Hello.
Check. I've got my blue t-shirt for Joe Biden.
Joe Biden or Liverpool?
And I'm
No,
white.
you're in white. You're the what's the word? The
Neutral.
neutral. Yeah, that's the
Neutral.
one. Neutralo.
But the flag.
Okay,
is
so
present.
my drive around's live already, so don't go and watch that because I've got a little snippet here that I was going to show you. In fact, I'll show you that now because you're going to watch it on 2 screens, aren't you? I know what's going to happen. So here we go. Well, there you go. So that's a little taster. I didn't get to the driving bit, but there you go. You know what the driving bit's like. It's got a commentary and it's got a little bit of music in the background. It's about 15 minutes long. I hope you enjoy that. It was a little drive around the town of Los Gigantes. Okay, so I'm looking here. You've nearly finished watching that. Okay, ladies and jelly spoons. First of all, I'm going to play the COVID update, and then I'm going to start the chit chat with the girls.
Criticize us, no?
The criticise, yes. So after the COVID update, we'll do the criticism bit, and then in the middle of that, I'll stop for the weather break and criticise that, and then we'll come back to the girls, and then hopefully we've got some questions. I do have the room open today, but if you can wait till after COVID before you come in. If you want to come in, go to timothydowd.com/live and follow the instructions there. And don't forget to go and give Juliani some love at julianinendel.com or go to Julianinendel on YouTube. I'm getting all my information today from Janet Anscombe's website, plus another few government websites, so that's another resource for you guys. And here is the COVID. I think there's a text on this, so I don't have to say anything. So I'm going to mute myself and play this. So this is the COVID update for the 4th of November. Whole of Canary Islands 5,334 with 191 in hospital and 38 in ICU. As you can see, the trend is actually pretty flat at the moment, so we're not going up, but we're not going down too much. Moving over to Tenerife, we've got 3,299 with 126 in hospital and 25 in ICU. And the trend over in Tenerife is about the same, but we're about on par, maybe 60 new infections per day on the whole of the island. And as you can see, Arona has only 90 active infections, where only 5 are in hospital. And Adeje has only gone up by 3 cases in the last few days, which isn't too bad. So you can see the south is much safer than the north, and we're still accepting people as long as they can come. So enjoy yourselves. Okay, ladles and jelly spoons, there we go. Oh, so somebody's joining in already with the how do we deal with criticism. Rich says, oh gosh, goodbye, all scaremongering and complete bollow. So that's my first criticism of the day, unless you were criticising me beforehand. But thank you very much. So let's go to the girls as well. 1, 2, and here they are. So, Christina,
Yeah,
are you okay?
yeah, fine.
And what have we been doing today, apart from lying around doing nothing?
Yeah, that was about it.
And Giuliani, what have you been doing today?
I was baking.
Baking, I saw that.
Baking in the making. Yeah.
We're going to have apple pie, American apple pie,
Yeah.
for Joe Biden. Or Donald Trump, of course.
Let love prevail.
So, the topic for today is how to deal with criticism.
Yeah, and how did we actually come up with that? Tell me.
That's a good
Tell
story. That's a
me.
good story. Last week, I think everybody got a bit. You know, we got the Mac Master. He's back on the island, by the way. Lee, if you're watching, hi. We got the Night Strider. He was getting some stick as well, but he's dealing with it very well.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure Daniel hasn't got stick just yet. But if you have, Daniel, let me know. And I'll be getting stick as well. And look, I was wrong again, you know, because I put up a poster saying that the app isn't the law, and Janet said it is the law. And if you look at the letter of the law, she's right. But the tourist accommodation people have put it as a sort of a recommendation and not a must-have in their poster. So if the police stop you, say, why haven't you got the app? You say it was recommended. But I would recommend that you download it. I think we did it on Friday. We explained to the people on Monday, how the app works. It's very, very simple. There's no personal data gone. Basically, all it does is it sends a little token to all the phones near you. And this token is an identifier that just identifies nobody, basically. It's just a unique identifier. And then if one person gets it and registers on the phone, I got it, then it tells all the other little numbers, hey, I was in your area and you've got it. And then that goes to a central database, and then your phone checks to see if your number has been flagged. That's all it does. So it doesn't have your name, address, telephone number. It's not GPS. You don't have to wear the tinfoil hat or anything like that. And so that's how it goes. So I hope Rich is still on there. I hope you're Rich on there. I hope you're Rich as well, by the way, Rich. Okay, so did you get to sample the apple pie? Not yet. That's why we're going to be very quick today. Okay, so how do I deal with criticism? Well, basically, it's sort of water off a duck's back after the initial sort of, because every criticism you've got to take as having a reason, right? Mm-hmm. So first of all, you've got to look at why they say that. Mm-hmm. Then you've got to look inwards. This is always the best bit, to look inwards in their shoes to say, why would I do that if I was them? And usually I just come up with the idea that they're idiots, but
But you don't actually mean that.
but I don't actually mean that, no. But no, people can criticize. A lot of people start a sentence with, I don't mean to be rude, but. And you don't need to do that, because then I know you're going to be rude. What else was there? Then people sort of tell me how to do my job, basically, and then I look at their channel and they've done nothing. So it's, you know, the keyboard warrior, sometimes it gets a bit in my craw that they know what I'm doing wrong when they haven't done it before. But I deal with it quite well, I think. It bugs me for a little while, and then it doesn't bug me anymore because I realise that I feel happy in my skin. So I think that's the whole point. If you feel happy in your skin, then you should be all right.
Do you feel you are polarizing, or do you feel you are more open and honest? You're just being you. You're just being yourself.
I'm just being me at the moment. Yeah, I mean,
So-
my brand, if there is such a thing,
Yeah.
is me putting my heart on my sleeve and giving it to you guys. And I try and help you guys out with information that I've got. And if I'm 100% right, that's great. I'm
Yeah.
more right than I'm wrong. And if I'm not sure, I will tell you I'm not sure.
And you have an ace. You got Christine.
I've got Christine as well, and you can't criticize Christine because she's disabled.
No, and she said she is always perfect, and she's always right.
And she's always right. Yeah. She says she's not always right, but she's never wrong. That's what she says. We got nobody in the room. Hi, Tim and Christina. Have we got results from USA? Bob Barrow says. I don't think so. I think they're going to be counting now until tomorrow. But I did watch the German news, actually, if you're interested. And what the German news did, they did a prognostication about if they did stop counting the ballots right now, then Biden would win. But then they said that if they kept counting them, if the mail-in ballots that are coming, typically mail-in ballots are more Democrats rather than Republicans turn up on the day. Democrats tend to mail in, so it's looking good for Biden, but you never know. All right, Tim, you can't please everyone. You can only do your best and then carry on, says Honeybee Louise. That is true. Do your best and carry on is a good thing.
Keep buzzing.
But I think what's important is that you not only have to carry on, but you have to realise why you're carrying on. Sometimes you do need to change your behaviour, and sometimes it comes as a shock to yourself. Wow, yeah. It's happened to me lots of times in my life that I've had criticism and I've poo-pooed it, and then I've done the thing where I've put myself in their shoes, and then I thought, wow, I need to change that. I need to change that. So sometimes they do hold a mirror up to you, and sometimes you have to change, but it's got to be you, you know. So, but most criticism we get online here is basically people behind a keyboard. You know, the anonymity of the internet is famous for people typing away without thinking about your feelings. Not that they have to, but typically, especially those people that say I don't want to be rude, but and nothing against that. You know, maybe you don't want to be rude. You just think you've got to tell me the truth, and that's it. I'd rather live in total ignorance to tell you the truth. I'm going to turn the lights on for the girls, and while they have a chit chat amongst you yourselves, I'm going to solo you girls. You're on. What's your ideas?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, your husband is publishing a lot. You two are publishing a lot, so that automatically, makes you or puts you in the spotlight, and it's not just like sitting in the bar, where it's more of a small environment. So you have a big platform. So there are people who have different opinions, and as you already said, you cannot really please everyone, cannot be everyone's darling, right?
That's right.
That is
That's
true.
right.
And everybody should say before criticizing, it's my own opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Like the dude.
Yeah. Yeah, in the end it's opinions.
Yeah.
Same as we all have opinions. You don't need to take our words for it. I mean, it's just opinions, and you take if it's good for you, if it's valuable advice for you, then
Yeah.
take it. If not, then just leave it out, right?
I'm going to show them the sunset just quickly.
Yeah, do that.
Okay, so the sound might click. Okay, we're back.
Uh-huh.
Oh, what do you think of that? That's a beautiful sunset, wasn't it? Okay, are we straight? Yes, we're straight. Cool dudes. So let's go back to balcony banter. So let's have a quick look to see what you're saying. Punch their lights out, says Tom Herdman. I don't think we need to do that. Tim, do you think you please everyone? I don't think so, honeybee. We're brought up by saying if you cannot say anything kind, say nothing at all. That is also true. That is also true. Pete Shaw says, Bob, we can't buy a new phone just for the app. No, I don't think you have to buy a phone. If you're talking about the app, the Radar app, if you don't have a smartphone, you can't download it, and they can't make you buy a smartphone. And as I said before, the let me just see if I can get this photo library. This is the done. So look if I can do this. All of this. So this is the Islas Canarias Destino Seguro. If you look down at the bottom after muchas gracias, that's the bit that says we recommend. It says la recomendación. And if you go to Hello Canary Islands, then I think there's one in English as well. Photo library. Then, and this one. So this is the safe destination. You must present a certificate of this establishment to show that you have tested negative for active COVID-19 infection. And right at the bottom after thank you, it says, we recommend that you download the app. So I can seriously think, we're both live now. I seriously think that if you don't have a smartphone, then you're not actually going to be arrested for not downloading it. If you do have a smartphone, please do download it, because it only helps if everybody does it. It's a bit like communism. Okay, life itself is far from perfect. Exactly, Raimondo. Keep safe, says Richard. We will, thank you. My missus says I have two faults: everything I do and everything I say. Says Bob Barrows. Cool dude. Coolo dudo. Oh no, you can't say that, can you? Culo dudo.
No.
It's a bad word. It's Spanish bad word. Christina is funny, lover. Tracy Addison, you are funny, aren't you, Christina? Especially your haircut.
Is it?
Claire Johnson says you're doing a great job. Keep it up. Who needs Google when you have Christina? Be happy at whatever life throws at you. Bob Barrows, are true. Constructive criticism is okay. You know, you're right. You're right. Constructive criticism is okay. The only thing is who decides what's constructive.
That's the original meaning of criticism, actually.
Is it Greek?
I don't know if it's Greek or universal.
Uh-huh.
But criticism in its original meaning is to say something nice to, for example, a piece of art or literature or whatever nice piece of work has been made.
So it's official now. I'm a nice piece of work.
That's it. So we can only say nice things about you.
Exactly.
Or say nothing at all.
Exactly.
That's why I talk so little.
Hi guys, you and Christina look like Everton and Liverpool supporters. Did you check on the fishing licence for COVID, Tim? I didn't check on the fishing licence, Dan, I'm sorry. I totally forgot, and now you can criticise me for not doing it. But I wouldn't know where to start, to say the truth. I don't even know where you get a fishing licence from. Where do you get a fishing licence from?
I don't know.
And I can't ask the guys sat fishing next to the no fishing sign, because they think I was being critical. Where do you get a licence? Okay, John Patton, what do Scotsman does don't bother you? Okay, because you use the word AWS, I can't show it. Claire Johnson, if people don't like it when they don't watch this vlog, criticism is the lowest form of wit. Actually, sarcasm is the lowest form of wit. But you can be sarcastic in criticising somebody, can you? Mm-hmm. Okay, says Peter, thanks for that. At least she has hair, Tim. Ooh, ooh, ooh. The gloves are coming off now.
That's it. You know, if you criticize, it comes right back at you, right like a boomerang back.
Do it once, get it wrong. So you don't ask again. Hi, Tim and Christina. And Juliana says, Tina Rigby. Hi, Tina.
Hi, Tina.
Hey, Tina.
Neil Davidson, my favourite 3 on YouTube. Oh, thank you very
Mwah.
much. That's
Thank
the total
you.
opposite. That's lobe. What's lobe in English? Lobe.
Lobe.
Praise.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much. You can please some of the people some of the time, and all of the people none of the time. Ian, you are so right. You are so right. And Gareth Roll says, I'm still in Spain, not going home yet. You know, I am home and I'm in Spain. Hey!
Lucky you.
Lucky me, yeah. So, back to criticism on your side, girls. What's the next? You're soloed now. You're big in the frame.
Big in the
It's
frame.
your chance to
Yeah.
shine.
I mean, we are all one, or not? So, so criticism is okay. Like you said, make it more, learning for your own self. How you can actually what you take from it. Like you said earlier on, the critique that you're getting. Sometimes it's maybe justified, and it also makes you maybe work on your own faults or own little things that could be improved. It's not all fault, and it's not all fault finding.
And you gotta be nice. Even when you criticize, you can choose the words, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Not say you beep beep beep.
No.
You-
So how do you criticize Tim?
I never criticize him.
No, you say it in a very nice way, and then
Yeah.
and then it just doesn't feel like criticism at all,
If
right?
you don't mind him,
Oh,
would
that's
you
lovely.
please don't do that anymore?
I'll say, if I don't do it immediately, then you don't have to remind me every 6 months.
So you actually get what you're putting out, right?
Yeah, you do. I mean, basically, we actually have it perfect because Christina doesn't take me seriously at all. And so if I fly off that, I'm very quick to temper. You know, a lot of people don't see that online because I'm like the cool guy online or whatever. You know, and, although this is me, I've got no reason to lose my temper here. But sometimes a situation occurs, especially when I've been working hard and tired, and as a lot of you know, looking after somebody who needs things done, sometimes things go wrong. So that a glass goes down, or something pops out, or it shouldn't be here and it should be there. And sometimes I just get fed up with the situation and I blow. But I blow for about 30 seconds, don't I? And Christina just bites her lip, like she's doing now. Just bites her lip, and then she realizes that I'll be down in a minute. So a lot of these criticisms is criticizing actions that are self-correcting.
Uh-huh.
You know, so if you self-correct, I know you shouldn't just be nasty and then say apologize. That's not nice. But if you find you are being in the wrong, if you like, then apologizing is always good. But it doesn't always repair the damage is done.
Uh-huh.
I think somebody said, "See that plate? Yeah. If you throw it on the ground and it smashes and you say sorry, does it become whole again? No. Well, that's how I feel.
Yeah.
You know, so you got to be careful with criticism because you can't take it back once you've given it.
Yeah.
And if somebody doesn't or isn't in the right space to accept that criticism, then you might be doing more damage than good. So Christina's very good at that as well, aren't you?
So you're very patient. You have
She's not only very patient, but she could say certain things and decides not to because she knows what'll happen.
Yeah.
You know, I'll realise, and then I'm angry with myself, and it's worse.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So
because one step ahead of criticism is condemnation.
True.
And a very destructive form of condemnation is self-condemnation.
Yes, that happens to me quite a lot.
So that causes anger, and then if you get angry with your own self, like you don't have any need to get angry right now.
I have my alcohol-free beer.
Yeah.
Gordon Squire, thank you very, very much for the sticker. Good job. Thank you very, very much. Totally appreciated. Daniel will probably know about the fishing license. Yeah, it could actually. Power Harp says, Tim, I need your help. Lee said to ask, I'm coming to Tenerife on the 26th of November to look at a few businesses and villas. Is this allowed under UK lockdown? Ooh. You know, I've not been following the UK lockdown, to tell you the truth. I was usually get all my stuff. All the information I'm doing is what happens if you're here. So in foreign countries, I don't really get involved in their politics. I know I'm English, but I haven't lived there since 1977, so it's a foreign country to me. And I really don't understand what the rules are there, or if they are rules, or if it's law, or if it's recommendation. They do say international travel has been banned unless you're going for work. And so basically, if you're going to come and do work, then I assume there's no problem. But anybody could say they're going to here for work, right? Unless, of course, you've booked like an all-inclusive holiday, then it probably isn't work. But yeah, so I don't know. If you're coming for work, then yes. And I don't suppose anybody would stop you anyway, really. As long as the flights are flying, of course. People in glass houses should not throw stones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People in glass houses should keep the pants on. That's what I say.
Also, you have the same saying.
Yeah. A bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. A Spatz am Dach. Was it?
Wie heißt das auf Deutsch? Yeah.
And Sharon says, we make a laugh. Peter Balding says, Tenerife off the radar again. Email from Jet2 cancelled our flight to Tenerife on the 17th of November. So try again December. Yeah, I think a lot of the holiday flights are going to go off. I know that some are not cancelling. So I don't know. I really don't know. Is criticism the same as being suggestive?
Yeah.
So is criticism the same as being suggestive? Says BMX Beck.
There are forms of criticism, and one of the forms is, I believe, analysis.
Mm-hmm.
So analysis is could go under a suggestion.
Okay.
Like it's something constructive.
Yeah.
Something suggestive, but then it also depends if who's making that suggestion.
Mm-hmm.
And if that suggestion has been asked for, because or else it's again opinion.
Okay. Oh, so if I ask for somebody's criticism, then it's okay. But if I don't ask for it and you just give it, you've got to make sure that you're giving it in the right vein, the right frame of mind.
Yeah, with a good intention. I guess.
Good intentions. Good intentions.
Yeah, I mean, intention should always be good.
Intentions should always be good, but not always. Den Brookbank says, thanks, Tim. At least you're honest. I'll just fish next to the no fishing signs and blame you, he says. Thanks, Roger. I'll ask Daniel. Yeah, I think Daniel's actually watching, unless he's gone and looked at my drive around. So let's see if we can do that. Gordon Squire, thank you very much for the donation. What do you think of the link I emailed you about the emojis? The link was the woman who said you got to test yourself, and one of the tests to see if you've got corona is if you smell, taste and smell goes. So all you need to do is to drink a glass of wine, and if you can taste it, you haven't got corona. But test regularly.
Okay.
And Pat Harp says, help, Lee said ask you. My wife's coming to look for business at Villa. They're allowed in the UK lockdown. Thanks, Paul and Jills. Pat Harp, thank you very much for the donation there. I reckon if you can get on a plane, we're not going to stop you coming in. So unless the police stop you in the UK, there's nothing to stop you getting off in Tenerife, is there really? In fact, you don't even need the certificate to get off the plane. You'd only need to book into tourist accommodation. So if you come into your own place or privately rented or with friends and family, then they don't even need the certificate for that. So all you do need is the QR code for track and trace, tell them where you're staying, and download the app. What we got now? We got 35 minutes in. Sea Shrek, Robert Cow was just saying that. Man says, are we all human? Just be kind and grateful. Ignore the negative. Terry Bloomfield. Hi guys, love the girls who brighten up my day, always smiling. I think criticism is sometimes born out of jealousy.
Thank you.
I think criticism sometimes born out of jealousy. They know they can't achieve as they don't have the same level of talent. Ooh, talent. That's another. You know, I don't think there is such a thing as talent. I used to think it was talent, but I read something lately by Kurt Vonnegut, an author. I should get all the details before saying this, but paraphrasing. A school teacher in America asked the children in her class to write a letter to famous authors, and they only ever got an answer from one, and that was Kurt Vonnegut. And he said, do everything you can that you want to do, whether you're good at it or not. Because life is actually doing things and not being good at things. It's only society that puts value on you doing something good. And so therefore, if you want to dance, if you want to sing, and you got two left feet and you can't hold a note, do it anyway. Do it anyway. In fact, if you've got two left feet and you can't sing and you go on YouTube and you dance and sing, I guarantee you'll go viral. TikTok. Okay, lockdown just says no international travel unless for work, says Tina Rigby. I'm working. Well, if you want to come over and visit me, not in the house, but we'll set up a meeting and we'll discuss what type of work you could do if I was a millionaire. I would tell you what I would, what work I would give you if I was a millionaire. Get a bar job 1 hour a week, said Bob Barrows. That's harder than you think, I'm afraid. And the church square in Los Cristianos, you did lose it a little with the children running around. We don't mention that. We don't mention that. If you want to see that one, go and watch it. I've set the video to over 18s only because it was so bad.
It wasn't so bad.
It's the sizzle. It's the sizzle. If they go and watch the video, get more views. Canary Islands fishing license, €40 for shore fishing with rod, valid for 3 years, says Ian Wood. Where would you get it, Ian? Do you know? Bird in the hand, cruise on your wrist, says Willie Rushton. Roger Channing says nearly all flights are cancelling. Bob Barrows cancelled the 20th. Takes effort to be nasty. It costs nothing to be nice. Constructive criticism. Hi from Dublin, says Anne. Hi, Anne. That's a wonderful thing to say. Thanks, Ian. It's okay to fish with COVID situation. I don't think they bite COVID situations. You better fishing with worms. Now I'm showing my age now. They probably don't use worms anymore. Hi, Tim. Your gas bill or electric bill paid monthly is about the same all year. I have an electric bill. We don't have heating here or cooling, so it's only electric and water we pay. Same all year round. We pay every 2 months, and it's around about 140 to 160 euros every 2 months. And the water is between 35 and 40 every 2 months. So that's in a 2-bedroom flat, 90 square meters, I think it is. And electric is relatively expensive here because I've only got lights and telephones and TV. So on cooking, hot water and cooking is the most. Society becomes the judge. You know, society does become the judge, the jury, and sometimes the executioner. Talent is not to be confused with natural ability. That's good. That's good. That's BMX Beck. BMX Beck says talent is not to be confused with natural ability. I'll have to think about that, but that's something to think about. You're exactly right. Or spell socks, and you can say that's exactly right in Spanish. Can you spell socks, Chris?
Eso sí que es.
Eso sí que es. If you spell socks, then you're saying that's exactly right in Spanish. Eso sí que es. ¿Verdad? Tim, get that apple pie. See you later. Okay, Ian, thank you very much. Colin B, tend to find people who criticise often don't accept criticism well. Well, that's your opinion, isn't it, boy? You're right. You're right. Some people are just negative about everything. I've found that as well, but there must be an underlying thing, right? If people are always nasty, you know, do you like grow into the face? Maybe something's happened in your life, and you just think, you know. I think it's the Scrooge complex. Humbug, humbug. Some people are just negative about everything, says Tina. That's what we just said. Louise Rowlands, good evening all. Hi, Louise. Gordon Squire says, one of the musicians, Tat, I'm inspired, has quoted, if you can pick up an instrument and play just one note and really mean it, you're a musician. That is true. Didn't we promise him a sing-along this week? Oh, I'm going to be criticised for not singing now. I rent privately, but the apartment is in a block of apartments, some privately owned, some rented by the apartment block. I was told yesterday that a certificate is required to prove no COVID. Peter Balding. Actually, it's dependent on the accommodation. If the accommodation is FAO or VV, Vacation, was it? Vacation, no. Vivienda vacacional. So if it's holiday accommodation, then there is somebody there that will check the certificate. If it's not VV, that means it's like a residential complex like ours. We're not VV here. You can't rent out to holidaymakers here. Then it isn't. There is no certificate. So you're exactly right. It depends on the accommodation, and whether it's private or not doesn't make any difference. It's they do say private accommodation, meaning your own house. You can go to you don't need this thing if you go into your own house. But if you're staying in VV or hotel or apartments that are designed for tourists, then yes, you do. Spot on, Colin B. No air conditioning. Nope, no air conditioning. Don't need it. We got windows. We're in the island of eternal spring. I mean, sometimes when there's a kalima, it will get really hot, but as long as you stay in the shade with the curtains closed, it's usually pretty good. But we're on the top floor, so we leave all the windows and doors open. It's pretty safe, and we get a through draft, so it's very good.
You're outside most of the time.
We're outside most of the time anyway. Yeah. But the thing is, when we first got here, we felt the heat more, didn't we, kid? Yeah. But the longer you stay here, the thinner your blood gets.
So you get really used to everything.
And you really get used to it, and you'll find that a lot of the locals are wearing jackets and jeans in the winter.
I always say you get canarizado, so you get Canarianized.
Yeah, canarizado. Okay, I read something somewhere about human negativity. Okay. Roger Channing, I'm a musician, one note works for me. Tina Rigby got to go. In fact, we got to go because it's 43 minutes and there's an apple pie. Human negativity is the other side of the photo. The photo yet to be developed into print. BMX Beck says apparently it's to do with when we were cavemen a few months ago. Yeah, I hear you. So BMX Beck, you're the last person I'm going to read out today because we're going to have a quick look at the weather. Then we're going to go to the girls to say goodbye, and then we're going to eat. Yeah. So here's the weather in the next few days.
Good idea.
So plenty of weather in the next few days. They did say there was going to be rain today, but we didn't get it here. I don't know whether it was down on the coast there, but a lot of cloud cover. If we look at the cloud cover, this is you can see we've got this big band of cloud. It's the southern tip of a warm, high pressure area, which is basically an anticyclone, which brings it in wet weather in from the sea. And as you can see, the isobars there, we're right on the bottom of that high there, which will make Britain have air from Holland and Norway. So that east coast is going to get hit there. You're probably having quite a nice warm, wet day in Wales and Cornwall and Ireland, but we'll see. Okie dokie, coming back to us. It's gone dark all of a sudden, so the sun's gone down. I think I've touched everything. Have we touched everything? I think I've answered most of the questions. I'd like to reiterate and thank you very, very much for those who donated. I did have to say hi to somebody, didn't I? Just a minute. I've got it here. I've got it here. Notes. I've got my notes. I've got my notes. Notes. Okay. Yes, I do. Although I've been told later it's tell people about the link for the tourist board. Did that, but it is hellocanarysislands.com. HELLO canaryislands.com, all one word, and /coronavirus, and then you'll get those posters in 5 different languages. And the thing I had to do was Alan Thomas asked for a shout out for Elaine on the 26th of October, and I kept forgetting because the reminder list is on the phone that I'm using as a camera, and it doesn't sync with the old iPad. So, but notes do, so I do now. So Elaine, I know I did do a shout out, but I wasn't sure whether you saw it, so I'm doing it again in case you're watching. Great shout out, and don't criticise Alan too much.
And don't criticize Tim for forgetting.
You can criticise me for forgetting. I'm very easily offended, but very easily not offended. So.
And thank Christine for reminding.
Thank you for reminding me, Christina. I've got to do all the thank yous. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Tim.
And Christina.
And Juliane.
For Lynn with MS in Tenerife and Juliane Holistic Mentoring. Signing off for today. Don't forget on Friday we're going to be out and about somewhere with Chris, maybe. She's still thinking?
Yeah.
She's still thinking?
Depends how I'm feeling.
Depends how she's feeling. And if not, I'll be out and about myself. If you're on the island and you want to meet up, just let us know where you're going to be. And we'll see if we can spin round. We'll let you know where we're going to be just before we be there. Don't forget to look at the drive around that has just gone live about an hour ago because I forgot the time. And we'll see you on the next one. Hasta la vista, baby. And leave the room, yes, and solo this.